What if your body was a gift and contribution to your life and not something that you've been stuck with? What if your body could change quickly and easily? Right Body for You will inspire you and show you a different way of creating the body and the life you truly desire. Now here's your host, Donnielle.
And welcome to Right Body for You today. I am your host, Donnielle, a different kind of host for a different kind of radio show, literally coming to you from all over the world. Right now I am in Toronto, Canada, and I'm visiting a friend and also attending some Access Consciousness classes. And let me tell you, they kicked my butt. Honestly, I have less to sit on. They kicked my butt. They were incredible. Gary Douglas, the founder of Access Consciousness, and Dr. Dane here, the co-creator, were helping me. Helping me to rewrite some of the core class manuals. And so they facilitated a foundation class, and it was just freaking fantastic. And it's always a fun and a joy. And I'm having so much fun in Canada. I really, really enjoy this country. So what else is truly possible? Oh my gosh, so much. Like the topic of the show today. Today we're talking about, does your body dream? And I have to tell you, it was kind of funny. I'm going to totally tell on myself. Christine was setting up the Facebook page for me for this event, and for today's radio show. And so we're in the same house, and she puts it up, and she creates it, and it comes up on my Facebook feed, Right Body for You radio show with Donnielle, and does your body dream? And I'm like, that's what I'm talking about tomorrow? It was like it was a dream. Cue punchline and music. I need sound effects for the radio show. That would be so funny. And so when I was looking at that, it's like, for me, dreams have always been a fascination. In whether it's I'm asleep dream or daydreams. And for me, when I first started Access Consciousness and using the Right Body for You tools, daydreams were something that I had actually, I don't know if succumbed is the right word, but I actually spent most of my time in this fantasy little world. Some people, you see those like Secret Life of Walter Mitty, right, where he does this, somebody says something to him, and then he's off climbing a mountain, saving the girl, or just, whatever it is, or saving the train, or giving a speech, or whatever it is, all these fantastical daydreams. And, for me, I had actually stopped living my life and started being in that waking dream kind of. I had a fantastic friggin' life, let me tell you. I had the right body, the right boyfriend, the right bank account, the right job, the right all of this kind of stuff. And it was very interesting how when I was doing it with that energy, how I had actually stopped creating my life. And so what was fun with this is once I started using the tools of Access Consciousness and Right Body for You, and started enjoying my body again and allowing the contribution it is to the creation of my life actually started creating again. I stopped that succumbing to those daydreams, and I kind of got my love back of dreams itself. Because what about you? When you were a kid, did you wake up from those dreams going, yeah, I was flying last night in my dream and I had so much fun. It was fantastic. Woohoo! Yeah. And it's like, when did we as adults stop that excitement of that dream realm? That excitement of, I was flying last night. Were you flying last night? Oh, no, you were like being able to leap a mile high. Well, how fantastic is that? Oh, you were swimming in the top of a glacier or the watery part of a glacier, whatever, it's like, this is what you were doing last night. Oh, you were being a cowboy last night. Fantastic. It's like somewhere we started making those dreams silly, a frivolity that isn't possible. And so my question to you is, how much of that, well, the dreams I have at night aren't possible, so any dream I have is not possible, and yet we're told in this reality to live your dreams, follow your dreams. But then how much of that energy of, but it's not actually possible, dreams are crap, life is just what it is, do we actually start creating from? Okay. So these are some of the things we're going to be exploring today. And, and with the topic of, does your body dream? Oh my gosh. In some ways I've been preparing for this radio show, My Body for You, and the workshops I get to facilitate all over the world. Because I really find what's interesting is so much of what I get to explore and talk about with you guys in the workshops and in the radio show is things I've been fascinated by my entire life, right? How convenient really works for me. So, and this love of dreams came back to it. Because how many of you knew anything was possible as a kid? And at night you dreamt about it and anything truly was possible. And then we opened our eyes and people said, no, you weren't a cowboy last night. You were just being silly. Did you watch a cowboy movie before you went to bed? Because I'm sure that's why, you were dreaming about cowboys. It couldn't possibly be that any other reason, right? So what if dreams are something different? Okay. And in this exploration of us, the infinite being, and the body as a consciousness of its own, so what goes on at night? Okay. What goes on at night when the body goes to sleep? Does the infinite being go to sleep? Do we sit there and tap our fingers and just wait for the body to wake up? Is it like a robot shutting down? Do we have to plug in to get it, charged up? Or it's like, what actually occurs? And I love exploring this. I've always loved exploring this because it's like, so truth, what happens at night? Or during the day or whenever you sleep. It doesn't always have to be at night, right? Anybody else take adult naps occasionally? Hello. And I spend a lot of times on planes, right? Sleeping, sitting up. I am very accomplished at this sleeping, sitting up thing. It's pretty cool. Okay. So, body. So let me ask you a question. Do you, the infinite being, sleep? Or does your body sleep? Okay. Just sit with that for a second and use some of the tools we talked about, light, heavy, what expands, what contracts. So truth, what sleeps? Do you sleep or does your body sleep? Yeah, your body sleeps. It does have that energizing effect, refresh, whatever that is, but there is a time when your body goes, I'm going to lay down here for a moment. Okay, cool. And, and when we talk about sleep, yes, you have to get your 8 hours of sleep at night and blah, blah, blah. And what if that's not true? Because I've had some nights where I've gotten 3 hours of sleep and been fine. But some nights I got 3 hours of sleep, and by the end of the day, I was slap happy. There are some days I sleep 12 hours and anything in between, and it's whatever my body is requiring. So your body sleeps. You do not sleep. You, the infinite being. So what goes on with you, the infinite being? Okay? Do you sit there next to your bed going, hello, are you awake yet? Are you awake yet? You kind of get like the image of that little kid bothering their mom. Hello? 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 Are you awake? No? Okay. Are you awake now? Okay, no. Are you awake yet? No, okay, wait. Okay, I'll wait. Okay. Or do you go out and do things? Do you go out and visit people? Do you go out and work on people? Somebody in the chat room says, I have the sense I travel and work on other stuff. Exactly. So, we do this as infinite beings. And it's kind of, because and I'm exploring this with you. So when I look at this, And the things I've learned from Gary Douglas and Access Consciousness, it's not that we leave our body. Okay, we've all seen those sci-fi movies where you sit there and, the body goes to sleep or dies and the spirit in the image of the body steps out and, goes back and around. We actually have these things, these magnetic imprintings that still connect us to our body. So basically we know to find the way back to our body. Because I'll say again, if you ever have seen a body that truly doesn't have an infinite being connected to it, it looks different. It really has like a waxy film to it. It really does look like those wax museum pieces. I've seen this several times. You can instantly see the second that the infinite being disconnects completely from the body. Like I said, I have watched 3 people die while staring at their face, and literally it becomes less animate. So, have you ever watched anybody sleep? Yeah, they don't have that waxy filmish look. Keisha in the chat room, she goes, "Yeah, it's really strange, isn't it?" Yes, it is. It's really interesting. And so you don't actually completely disconnect from your body, okay? There's the theory that it's so you can find your way back, so that you can not get lost, or that so something else doesn't take over your body while you're sleeping. And I look at that, and a lot of that stuff for me feels heavy. One of the things when I look at it that makes me feel light is one of the reasons we maintain that connection is because there is that symbiotic relationship between our body and our infinite being. We contribute to each other. We heal. We generate. We create. And so maintaining that connection, for me, one of the biggest things is always, even while sleeping, that creation element, that expansion, that nurturing, that feeding each other, that contributing to each other throughout the night, okay? And why am I spending so much time on this? Because for me, when I look at it, it really has a lot to do with what goes on with our bodies while we sleep. And interestingly enough, what goes on with our bodies when we're awake, okay? What if you could change your point of view about dreaming, and it actually can maybe give you more energy during the day, more creativity during the day, more ease with your body, more changes with your body. I know, kind of sounds a little weird. I get that. And this is some of what we're exploring today. So we're going to take a quick little break. And when we come back, all the stuff I just said, we're going to talk about that. Okay? I did it in reverse order. It happened. All right. So we're going to take a quick little break. This is Donnielle. This is Right Body for You. We're on betazen.fm, and we'll be right back.
What if your body could be an ease and not a burden? What would life be like if you could enjoy your body? What if changing your body was easier than we've been taught? And what if it's not about the latest fad? Join Donnielle each week on Right Body for You as she explores what bodies are and the ease of change that's possible. Each week you will receive inspirational stories of those who've used the Right Body for You energetic tools to change their body and the tools that they used, tools that you can begin to use immediately. Listen for Right Body for You every Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 1 p.m. Central, 12 p.m. Mountain, and 11 a.m. Pacific on A2Zen.fm.
What if there's nothing wrong with you? What if you're far greater than you've ever given yourself credit for? What if it's time to know the gift and the contribution you are to the world and to like yourself a lot more? Hi, my name is Dane here. 13 years ago, I started to truly ask questions. Actually, I started to be the question, and everything changed for me. Asking questions opens doors to infinite possibilities. And it's not about finding the answer. It's about being the question. Always. What I'm inviting you to step into is something that Einstein, Marie Curie, Newton, Da Vinci, Gandhi, Picasso, and Aristotle all knew to be true. What if no question is too big or too small? What if anything is possible for you? What if together we could create a kinder, gentler, happier world? Is now the time? Go to beingyouclass.com and sign up for a free video series, My Gift to You. beingyouclass.com. What if you, truly being you, are the gift and change this world requires? beingyouclass.com.
This is Right Body for You with Donnielle. To participate in the program today, please call in the U.S. 815-880-8255 or Canada 613-800-8763 or UK 4433-0001-0625. You can Skype us at a2zen.fm. Or if you'd like to email a question, please send it to Donnielle@accessconsciousness.com. Now, back to the program.
And welcome back to Right Body for You, a different kind of radio show with a different kind of host. That's me, Donnielle. Trust me, I'm just a different sort, all over the place. And today we're talking about, does your body dream? And exploring what a body is, what it can be, the creation, the contribution, is for me such a fun, limitless of possibilities and awarenesses that are constantly coming. You know, I've officially given up the point of view that I will ever know everything cognitively. Okay, cognitively. So I'm talking about the actually in my head thinking part. Cognitively know everything about bodies. I am constantly looking at things going, well, crap, that was a body dream, you know? And that's why I was like, wow, is that what I'm doing the show on? Now, I find it funny that I'm surprised because me and my body are actually a part of the creation of the show titles. It just shows you how much has actually changed during the foundation class in the past week in Canada. So, with this, does your body dream? What do you know? You know, that's always one of my favorite questions. It's like, well, what do you know? If you're asking the question, you have an awareness there somewhere, okay? Let me repeat that. If you're asking the question, whether it's about bodies, money, relationship, anything in your life, if you are asking the question, you have the awareness of it also. You have the ability to receive the answer, the awareness, the response, okay? So, one more time. If you're asking the question, you do have an awareness, which is why when we sit with a facilitator, it's like truth. They'll be like, well, what about blah, 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 blah? And we'll turn around and go, well, what do you know? Because it sparks, something's up in your universe, okay? Which for me, I love dreams. What the frickin' frack are dreams? I mean, really, how amazing is that? You know, Gary Douglas, founder of Access Consciousness, talks about dreams can be a number of things. You know, he really likes to talk about how we can go back to the past and correct things, okay? Kill that person you're supposed to kill, love that person you're supposed to love, say that thing that you wanted to say, or whatever. So, I find that interesting that that's an aspect of what dreams can possibly be. And I'd like to ask, well, what else can dreams possibly be? Looking up research and stuff like that for preparation for this class, it's like scientific study proves that, dreams are your way of dealing with things that are too intense for you in real life, and so you sort it out there. And your body needs this to be able to survive. One of my favorite Star Trek: The Next Generation episodes is where everybody stopped dreaming, except the counselor Deanna Troi, because then she had nothing but nightmares. But everybody stopped dreaming, and they went crazy because your body required this time to play, to fantasize, to explore things. You know, a lot of people talk about dreams or something to be able to explore different possibilities, explore to see what else is possible with, hey, if I do this, or if I add this, or if I'm this person, you know, what would life be like? And so in all of that, I'm like, sure, you know, whatever it is. And sometimes maybe it is just those fanciful, you watched a zombie movie and so you had a zombie dream that night. I might have done that the other night, you guys. So I'm just, I did. We talked zombies. I went to sleep, I had a zombie dream. True story. It happened in the past week. And so it's like, so what else is actually going on there? And I find it interesting because if you've ever talked to people about their dreams, and not the like aspirations, I dreamed to be this, but it's like, how was your dreams last night? I'm always surprised that people are surprised about how detailed my dreams are. I know smells, I know tastes, I know content. And what I mean by that is, I'm like, well, this happened, and this person said this, and then this person said this, and then this person said this, and then we went into the next room, and this is what occurred. And then we went to the next place, and this is what occurred. And then we were here, and they did this, and oh, yeah, the walls were green, and, you know, and all this kind of stuff. I have all these details. And what's curious is it's like, in the scientific community, it's like, well, I'm one of the exceptions that I have this many detailed dreams, or that I have dreams in color. And I find that fascinating. But I pose another theory. What if it's that I'm not an exception and my brain just works that way, or, you know, whatever it is? What if it's that I'm asking the question of, what are dreams? What's going on there? And so I'm not actually excluding the energies or excluding the awarenesses or excluding what dreams are doing. What if it's just a willingness to have it in my life that is allowing me to, A, remember them, and B, remember them in lots of detail, right? So, you know, it's like, and if you guys are listening to the show, I would say that you also have that desire and possibility to look at what else dreams actually are, okay? So when I look at this, I get to, sorry, I switched over to the other page for a second. That was me. So when I look at this, what I meant by the other page is the chat room, you guys, to see if you guys have any questions or things like that. So if you haven't been in the chat room, just a little side note, if you guys haven't been in the chat room for a live show, please do join us. We have a great time there. You can go to a2zen.fm. In the top menu, it says chat room. You sign on. You put any name in you would like. You don't have to download anything, and then you join in the chat room. You make comments. You can talk to each other. You can ask me questions. When I remember to look at the chat room window, sometimes I answer them during the break. We have a lot of fun there, so please do check it out. And your energy also really contributes to the show. So I'm always really grateful for people who join in on the chat room because you include your energy. Whether you're listening now or later, that's the fun thing. Whether you're listening now or later, you know, if you said on the Facebook page, oh, I'm going to listen to the show, or you registered, I'm going to listen to the show, you add your energy to the call, you add your awareness, you add your questions. So I'm always so grateful for all of you who contribute your energy and your awareness to these shows. Because trust me, folks, I gave up a long time ago that I was in charge. You've heard me say it before, and I'll say it again. I am energy's bitch. I know this. I have what I call access to rest. You guys ever have those moments where you go, holy crap, I can't believe I just said that? And it really facilitated something for you or the other person's world or whatever? Yeah. That's those moments where, like, I am energy's bitch. I have access to rest, and this stuff just comes out. And for me, radio shows are quite, and facilitating is quite a lot like that. All right, so have you ever had those dreams where you ran a marathon or you worked on a project all night or whatever it is, and you woke up tired? You're like, I didn't sleep very well because I was working all night and I was doing all of this. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I have a question for you guys. Who worked all night? Who did what? You or your body? Okay? Yeah, you. You, the infinite being, are the one that was out all night traipsing around, working, having fun, sleeping with other people, whatever you and your infinite being are up to all night, you know? And so I actually asked this one time in a certified facilitator's class, training for Access Consciousness, certified facilitator. So I kind of asked Gary this one night, and I'm like, or one day in class, and I'm like, "Oh, Gary, well, what is this?" I can't remember exactly the question. I'm sure it was eloquent. I'm sure I made sense. Probably not. But I asked Gary the question of basically, what the freak goes on at night? How come I wake up so freaking tired and my body's exhausted, and how can I have more ease with this, blah, 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 blah. Kind of that whining tone that occasionally some of us get. And he's like, well, who worked all night, you or your body? And I'm like, well, I did, I guess, because, my body was in bed all night. It didn't get up with me and go work on those people or have those conversations or whatever it was. And he's like, so what is it that creates the tiredness in your body? So I'll ask you guys this. So what is that?
And it appears we have some technical weirdness on the line. So
I think Donnielle's gone off dreaming.
She's dreaming. She's so potent.
You know what she said? She said, to hell with the rest of the world. I love dreaming so much. I'm just going to go dreaming, because she's
like
energy's
bitch. Would this be a power dream kind of thing?
Maybe it's an energy bitch dream.
Maybe so. I was thinking that too. I was like, did energy call?
Knock, knock. Hello, this is Energy. We'd like you to come dreaming with us, please. Energy calling anyone?
For a break, so should we jump into break and let her get back?
Why don't we go for a break, and we'll get this energy awareness lady back very, very shortly. So stay tuned, everyone. You're listening to Right Body for You with our potent Donnielle Carter, and we will be right back.
What if your body could be an ease and not a burden? What would life be like if you could enjoy your body? What if changing your body was easier than we've been taught? And what if it's not about the latest fad? Join Donnielle each week on Right Body for You as she explores what bodies are and the ease of change that's possible. Each week you will receive inspirational stories of those who've used the Right Body for You energetic tools to change their body and the tools that they used, tools that you can begin to use immediately. Listen for Right Body for You every Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 1 p.m. Central, 12 p.m. Mountain, and 11 a.m. Pacific on A2Zen.fm.
What would you say if I told you that you could change your life in only 1 hour and all while lying down relaxing? Thousands of people all over the world have. What am I talking about? It's called Access Consciousness, the bars. The bars is an energetic body process that contains 32 different points on your head that when run assist you in releasing decisions about any area of your life that you have made solid and as a result cannot change. The bars is the first class in Access Consciousness, a dynamic set of tools and information designed to transform any area of your life. When you have a bars session, the worst that can happen is you feel like you had a fantastic massage. The best thing that can happen is your whole life could change. Go to accessconsciousness.com today to find a facilitator to schedule a private session or to find a bars class in your area. Are you willing to give yourself an hour to change your life?
This is Right Body for You with Donnielle. To participate in the program today, please call in the U.S. 815-880-8255 or Canada 613-800-8763 or UK 4433-0001-0625. You can Skype us at A2Zen.fm. Or if you'd like to email a question, please send it to Donnielle at accessconsciousness.com. Now, back to the program.
Welcome back. Me too. Right Body for You with your host, Donnielle. That's me. Who just proved you can be directly connected to the internet, and I still have the capacity and capability and talent to kick myself off. Yay! See, that's what I'm talking about. Even if you can actually celebrate those things that people are like, well, that look what you did to your radio show. You dropped yourself off. I'm like, I know, but how talented am I? If you can even celebrate those, you have less judgment of them. I am too cool for Skype. And it actually was good. It gave me time to, read some of the stuff in the chat room. So that was kind of fun. I love somebody did a process. What energy, space, and conscious can I be to be energy's bitch for all eternity? See, we have no fun in the chat room, so don't ever join us unless you want to laugh your ass off. All right, so dreams. What the frickin' frack are they, right? What is going on with your body? How come you're out working all day? You're out working all night, working on people, changing things, and you come back and your body's exhausted. What is that about? How is that not? How does that seem fair? I know some people think. So, I ask you a question, which I find it funny that I got kicked off just as I was asking you guys a question. Is it true? Okay, so what is it that creates the exhaustion in our body? That our body was out all night doing this stuff? Or because we're connected to our body all night? Or is it our point of view that we have to bring it back to our bodies? Okay? I know most of you got option 3, and you're like, I don't even know what the hell you're talking about. And that one. I don't know what it is, but that one. Because trust me, I kind of did the same thing. I was like, what? And it's like, we have this, in that oneness and that communion that we can actually be with our bodies. It's very fascinating that we think that we have to, for lack of a better word, share everything with our bodies when we come back to it. So it's like, what if we could just simply 180, turn that point of view on its ear about, well, of course my body is exhausted when I come back because I was out working all night. Well, your body was sitting here resting, relaxing, having a good time, whatever it's doing at night, who knows? And when we come back, we bring all of that with us, all of those points of view of, I was working all night, I was talking to this person, I was killing this person, I was running from this person, or, whatever it was. And so we bring this back and we just slam it into our body and go, ha, ha, you're tired too, ha, ha, ha. And our body's like, fine, I'll take it, or whatever conversation you have with your body that morning. And so I started playing with this. And honestly, one of the tools I'd really love to give you is when you have these dreams at night and you wake up and, this reality, we automatically go right into, oh my gosh, I was busy all night and I'm exhausted. And when we say that, things like I'm exhausted is some of what helps automatically create that exhaustion in our body. Because what does our body do if we say, oh, I'm exhausted? It goes, I can do exhaustion. Okay, here we go. Whoa, oh, so tired. I should just go back to bed. Oh, when can I go back to bed? I can't believe I have to be up for 12 hours before I could possibly go back to bed. And your body's sitting there going, see, I gave you what you wanted because you asked, because you said I was exhausted, so I could do that. You're welcome. Cool. So I started playing with this. So next time, tomorrow morning, when you wake up and you have those funky fun dreams, whatever it may be, and you wake up, be aware of you, the infinite being, and you, the body, okay? And so when you say things like, oh my gosh, I had the freakiest dreams and I'm exhausted or whatever it is, say like, okay, body, are you exhausted? actually ask your body, say like, oh, good morning, body. Are you exhausted? I know I had an adventure last night. We were out running through fields. And how are you? And see what your body replies. For me, it was really interesting because when I started, not going, I'm exhausted right off and just assuming that's what was going on. And I asked my body, I'm like, body, how are you? I started getting responses with things like, great, I've been laying here asleep for 8 hours. Let's go. And you know what? I actually started my day with more energy, and my dreams had less effect on my day. Because has anyone else ever woken up from a dream that's colored the whole day? It's like, I had a nightmare last night, and I just can't seem to shake it. Well, what's interesting is this, looking at it that way has really helped me to shake the cobwebs of those dreams so that it actually just becomes a different part of my day. For me, just like I tend to never know what country I am in, it's also, for me, that separation between night and day is just part of a life. So many people stop and disconnect with what is been going on all night. Okay? And so it's like, what else is actually possible with that? Okay? And so, and your guys are like, well, okay, so I don't want to wait till the morning to get over this freaking crappy dream, because maybe I had one last night and maybe I'm ready to get rid of this now. So it's like, okay, so you don't have to wait. I love my humanoids who are like, I don't want to wait, I want to do it right now. Cool. So what are some possibilities? Well, let's look at this of what actually is a dream. Okay. What are dreams? For me, dreams are so many different things. Like Gary Douglas, founder of Access, has talked about, we can go back into past lives or anything like that and correct things we didn't do. Say that thing, kill that person, love that person, save that person, whatever it is. We can go back and correct things, because is time real? No. You guys have heard me rant about that. I'm not gonna do it today. Go back and listen to last week's show, I think, or 2 weeks ago. It was pretty funny. So, what is actually going on with dreams? Dreams can be the past. Dreams can be the future. Dreams can be information, awarenesses. Dreams can be other dimensions. With me having played with these dreams all my life, it's really been interesting, some of the things that have come up. Like one time I had a dream. I was in Mexico, as in the country of, and not new state of Mexico, New Mexico. And I had a dream where at that time I was like early 20s, and I had a little poodle dog named Cinnamon. And I had a dream that I held Cinnamon's head underneath the water and drowned her. And I still recall the look in her eyes of, you bitch, how can you betray me like this? What the hell? And I woke up and I couldn't shake it all day. I felt bad. I felt horrible. I'm like, I'm such a horrible person. I can't believe that's even in my universe, or whatever I said then, that would be a possibility that I could even do that. I'm a horrible person. I just felt like crap all day, because I'm like, oh my gosh, I killed my dog in my dream last night. I can't believe I must be a horrible person, because secretly I'm capable of that. Whatever it is, we tell these self-judgments to ourselves all the time, right? So, flash, there's the word. Flash forward to a couple of weeks later. I'm reading the news, and I was living in Arizona at the time. And I was reading the news, and what was interesting is when it was actually a family friend that we knew. They had a house in Mexico down the beach from where we were. And it comes to find out that it was a husband, a wife, and their 2 daughters, okay? Come to find out that night I had the dream that I killed my dog, that the wife was murdered, okay? So I knew about that part because we knew the family, and it was actually big news in Phoenix and all this stuff that this woman was killed while in Mexico. Some people broke in, and the husband and the daughters were out for a walk. Some people broke in, and she was killed. Okay, so flash forward a few more weeks. Come to find out, what actually occurred is the husband and daughters went on a walk, but as soon as they left the door, the husband said, "Oh, I forgot something. Let me go get that." So he goes back, kills the wife, then goes on a walk with the daughters, and then comes back and lets the daughters find the wife and everything and their mother and all that kind of stuff, right? Nice, cheery things. So this happened the night that I dreamt that I was killing my dog. And I remember that look of, "You bitch, how can you betray me like this?" Okay, so what was actually occurring in that dream? I had an awareness of an energy, okay? So how many dreams are actually an awareness of an energy that's going on, whether it's for your family, for strangers you don't know, whatever it is, okay? So what if it's not a wrongness? So another thing I like to ask is, even in the middle of the day, it's like, okay, what did I become aware of in that dream? What was going on there? It could be something life drastic like that, or it could be something else, okay? So what else is possible when you start to become like, okay, what did I become aware of? What if it's not a wrongness? Because so many of us like to self-flagellate. Oh my gosh, I was a horrible person, and that I dreamt I killed my dog, but it was just an awareness of the betrayal and the loss of a life that was going on down the street, okay? So right now, all of you who have a dream that you just can't shake or whatever it is, you can ask something like, okay, so first, what is that? What was it? And what did I become aware of? Which, and for me, with these tools of access consciousness, and just honestly, whether you use any tools, but any tools that help you become more cognitively aware of the energies and what's going on all around you, and how really this, whether you want to call it psychic, that psychically aware you are in life, the less these dreams start to dominate and control you, so that they can actually become the corrections or the information or the fun, that they can be. Somebody in the chat rooms asked a couple times about copulation dreams. She's like, what does it mean when I'm having sex with everybody at night? What is your body asking for? And hey, maybe you're out getting busy in some other dimension with somebody and you're like, that's your dreams all night. And you think your body wouldn't enjoy a little of that, like energy? Mine does. I'm sure yours does too. Okay, so what else is possible even with the sex dreams? Remember that connection with your body that you're always constantly creating and generating and contributing to? Well, what is going on? And I have another fun example. I know I was in a different different dimension one night. And it's when I lived in Green Bay, and I was having interesting time with my life and my body and all that kind of stuff. And I speaking of sex, I was actually starting to contemplate a sexual relationship with this guy, and everything about me was screaming, "Don't do it, don't do it, don't do it." And yet, have you guys ever had those moments where you're like, screw it, I'm just going to rebel, and I know this thing is bad for me, but I'm going to do it anyways, because I'm going to prove to all of you and the world that this is how strong I am by destroying my life. So watch me do this. So yeah, that was me. So I had this dream one night. It's a long dream. Like I said, lots of details. I won't get all into it, but I was in this, I'm going to just call it a dimension because I know that's not what it was. I was in this place, in this building, and all these people, and we were being sorted into these groups, and it just had this darkness to it, in this place of like, it shouldn't be, and I needed to go. And we were being taken one by one into this room to meet this guy. And the liaison, who's going back and forth, comes up to me and she says, "Oh, we're so excited you're here. We rarely get people like you here," and and all this kind of stuff. And I'm like, I have to go. And I'm like, no, I'm going to be stubborn, ornery, and resistant. I'm going to stay here, join the dark side, because they tell me they have cookies. Which, if you guys haven't seen that, join the dark side, we have cookies. It's pretty funny. Anyways, so I'm doing this. And in the distance, I hear my cat meowing. The cat I have currently, 16 years old. She's been with me for a long time. I hear my cat meowing. And me, like the stubborn little child, going, I refuse to listen to her. No, 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 no. Because I know if I listened to her, I was going to come back to my body. And her meow became more insistent. And I actually remember that moment.
And we are just going to have to be waiting with bated breath for that one.
She just likes to keep us on the edge of listening to what she's going to say. So I guess she took us to break, so we're going to go for break. You're listening to Right Body for You with Donnielle Carter, and we will be back right after this short commercial break. Stay tuned, everyone.
What if your body could be an ease and not a burden? What would life be like if you could enjoy your body? What if changing your body was easier than we've been taught? And what if it's not about the latest fad? Join Donnielle each week on Right Body for You as she explores what bodies are and the ease of change that's possible. Each week you will receive inspirational stories of those who've used the Right Body for You energetic tools to change their body and the tools that they used, tools that you can begin to use immediately. Listen for Right Body for You every Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 1 p.m. Central, 12 p.m. Mountain, and 11 a.m. Pacific on A2Zen.fm.
What if you really do change molecules by your interaction with them? What if the change you've been looking for is right before your eyes? What if the uncomfortableness that comes with difference could be fun? What if the closed-minded people of the world no longer determined our world? What if gratitude trumps judgment every time? What if your kindness healed the world? What if the earth is asking for your help? And what if you had the resources to give it? This is your invitation to step into something that Einstein, Marie Curie, Picasso, Da Vinci, Shakespeare, Aristotle all knew to be true. Hi, my name is Dane here. 13 years ago I started to truly ask questions. Actually, I started to be the question, and everything changed for me. What if there are no dumb questions, or any question too large? What if you being you are the gift and the change this world requires? Is now the time? For more questions to create a change in your world, sign up for a free video series at beingyouclass.com. My gift to you, beingyouclass.com.
Check out the new ringtones from Access Consciousness.
What is possible? What is possible? Smoking hot. Smoking hot.
And everyone's favorite,
Take a pass. Take a pass.
download the latest and hottest accessory. Go to accessconsciousness.com/ringtones for all the details on how to download to your iPhone today.
This is Right Body for You with Donnielle. To participate in the program today, please call in the U.S. 815-880-8255 or Canada 613-800-8763 or UK 4433-0001-0625. You can Skype us at A2Zen.fm. Or if you'd like to email a question, please send it to Donnielle at accessconsciousness.com. Now, back to the program.
And welcome back, even me, again. And this time I'm using a different name. This time I'm using a different connection, different computer, everything. All right, so I can't remember where I was cut off, but what I will say is, like, when we acknowledge that often dreams are a time when entities, like somebody who's just recently passed, can come and visit us, especially if we have a connection like this woman's talking about, where she was treated by this woman in the hospital, and now she's covering the story. What if it's possible that she's just coming to say, hey, thanks for the caring, thanks for the contribution, because I'm sure you were kind of generative and caring with this woman. So it's like, what else was actually going on? Your kitty was waking me was the last time you guys heard me? Oh, dear heavens. All right, so maybe we'll explore this story again, this thing about dreams, because this is a fun one. This is a hotbed. There's so much energy on this. I would love to say that it was only me that was kicking me off, but it's not. You're all talented in that way, and we all have a lot of information and a lot of possibility and contribution, and we have only a couple of minutes left. So we all have these awarenesses, and I want to thank you all for sharing it, but also look at this possibility of sometimes when we do get our cognitive mind out of the way, we're actually receptive to be able to receive information from people. So the lady who asked the question about the nurse, it's like, I know you would have covered her story, whether you knew her or not, with a kind and caring and a generosity. So it's like, what if it's possible that she's just willing to come to you and say, hey, thanks for the kindness, thanks for the caring. You cared for me, I cared for you, and thanks for being in my life. And it's like, and how amazing is that you're able actually to contribute to that to her now after it's passed? Because I know you said in the thing it was kind of a violent death. So it's like, what awareness and contribution are you even to her now? And so it's like, when you have these dreams, you guys, you have these conversations. It could be from this life, it could be from another life, another dimension. What are you actually becoming aware of with these dreams? And just remember, you don't have to bring it back to your body. So ask your body in the morning how it is. You're out traipsing around all night doing several things, probably, if I know y'all, which I do. What if you just change the point of view that you have to bring it all back to the body? Ask your body first thing in the morning, body, are you exhausted? Chances are you might find that it goes, nope, let's go for the day. And then you go off and you have a good time. So truly, what else is possible with that, okay? All right, so I'll look at the schedule, see if we can do another part 2. I just need to do a 2-hour show. I'm always doing part 2s nowadays. So who knows? What else is possible? We can explore that. I felt a few heads explode on that one. So, and if you guys have fun with this, please check out my Right Body for You workshops. We have so much fun in them. It's not just about bodies, fixing bodies. It's about creating your life with contribution that your body can be, okay? Because so much is possible when you change your point of view, change your awareness, allow the awareness, change your point of view, allow the contribution that your body can be. So we have so much fun. And we just added one in Seattle in June or July. I'm in Toronto. Those are the 2 in North America. I'm in Brisbane. I'm in Dubai. I'm in Egypt. I'm in London. I'm in Rome. This is starting to sound like children's nursery rhymes. Something that's going to be said about underpants soon. So please check it out. You can go to DonnielleCarter.accessconsciousness.com or email me, Donnielle@accessconsciousness.com. And as always, if you guys have any topics for shows, please let me know. I love to hear them. I'd love to know what you and your body are asking about. So send me an email. Remember, 2 N's, 2 L's, DONNIELLE. And have a fun week, a fantastic week. Enjoy your body because it's enjoying you. And check out those dreams. Ask questions. What were they? What did I become aware of? And body, are you exhausted? You might be surprised what you find out. All right, I hope you all join me next week. It's been great. Thanks, everyone. Have a great one.
Thank you for listening to Right Body for You. Donnielle will return next Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 1 p.m. Central, 12 p.m. Mountain, and 11 a.m. Pacific on A to Zen.fm. We hope you and your body will join us.